What's up, Lovelace family?
So, due to popular demand and a couple requests, we are going to talk about our green card process.
The full process from start to finish.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also, comment on this video and leave us a like. It really helps us spread awareness and get this video to those who need it. Before we get into like the nitty gritty of like the dates and stuff, because she has her laptop in front of her, y'all can't really see that. But we had to talk about kind of like the before this green card process. So before we even applied for the green card, Sparkle was on this work visa called OPT, which, do you know what OPT stands for? Because I don't.
I can look at the break.
Anyway, well, she's doing that. Basically, it's a work visa that you get once you have completed your bachelor's or master's degree. And that work visa permits you to work and have a job that is in the field of work that the field of study that your degree is in. So for her, it was biology. So but the thing about that OPT is that you're locked in to only jobs in that study. So she can't go in, because she's biology, she can't go do a business job.
Right.
Like she can't go to work at Enterprise or a Fortune 500 company. It is just strictly biology jobs. And that's going to be the same with everybody else. So whatever they graduate with, their major or their minor, they have to get a job in that particular thing. And so,
unfortunately for me, because I majored in science, what that means is the first year I'm on OPT, but I also have the opportunity to apply for OPT for 2 more years, being that I'm considered a STEM major, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So I started my OPT in
2016.
2016 I graduated. I did my first year in OPT in 2017, and then I applied for the other 2 years into 2019, and 2019 was when
we started all this process.
All of this got started.
So,
keep in mind, we got married in 2018, all type of things going on in between there and there. So we're just going to take y'all on this journey from
when we started this process to when we finished the interview in January, which y'all can go watch that on our channel at any time.
Yeah, we'll put that either there. Y'all see that.
Y'all see the thing up top. Anyway.
All right. Also, OPT stands for Optional Practice Training, if you didn't know.
Cool. So we knew that with her OPT expiring in September
2019.
Now, usually, depending on what status or who your sponsor is. So the green card is all about the sponsor. This basically is the sponsor dedicating the international person, saying that this is a good person, I recommend this person, blah, blah, blah. Now, for first relatives, so either your parent, your child, or in our case, your spouse, they are shifted to the top of the list compared to everybody else. So, for example, if her sister, who is an American citizen, had applied for her, it wouldn't have necessarily gone through as fast as it did for me. So, with knowing that, we knew that we wanted to definitely start the process way before her OPT expired in September of 2019.
Yes.
Yeah. But here's the thing: it cost a little bit of money. So, I was at the time, because I graduated in May of 19.
Yeah.
May of 19. So your boy was still on that grad school assistant budget, which is just enough to, just to get you by, you know what I'm saying? Pay a couple grocery bills, pay your car note a little bit. But it's not nothing that you can just start significantly saving some money. So we had to really think about this and think, what that looks like. Where can we cut back so we can start stacking that money?
All right.
So I'll let you take it away from me.
All right, y'all. So he's rambled on about all that good stuff.
So I'm going to... They got to know context. Context. It's important.
But y'all came here to see the process, right?
Right.
Okay. So we're going to dive into the process. So we started this journey back in May of 2019. So everything that I'm going to talk to you about is, we don't actually know the dates on when we sent it off to FedEx or whoever we ship it with. So I'm just going to give you dates on when the USCIS actually received each application and go from there. Okay, so May 31st, 2019 was when the USCIS received Form I-130.
Oh, let's back up and make sure that they know context. So for those of y'all who don't know, the green card is actually comprised of 3 different applications. So the first application is which one?
Form I-130, which is the petition application, which says, can petitions for me as
My wife.
but how would they say it?
First relative?
Anyways, I'm his wife.
Essentially, it just says to the government.
Yes, that's what I mean. I'm his wife.
This is my wife, whom I love.
Yes.
So
the second part of the application is the actual green card application, which is termed I-485.
Yep.
The next application is the work visa application, and that is termed I-765.
Which is very important because that part of your application allows you to work anywhere, not just strictly for your field of study like with the OPT.
And the other application term, which is the physical, is termed I-693. So as we're going through the this video and telling you all everything, we just need to let you know up front what each one means so you don't get confused.
Right.
So it's 485, 130, 765, and 693. Okay? So let's get into the nitty gritty. All right. So May 31st, 2019 was when the USCIS received our form I-130. So the I-130 was $535. Keep in mind, this is a 2019 price.
Right.
I don't know what the price is in 2020. It might have gone up. Who knows?
Right.
The next thing. Also, we submitted I-130 and I-485 together, but for some reason, the USCIS submitted it on 2 different dates. Okay? So, June 5th, 2019, we submitted. Well, the USCIS received Form I-485, the green card application. All right, the total fee for that was $1,225.
So together, when we submitted, because mind you, when we submitted this, we submitted both of them at the same time.
Right.
Because, I told you we had to save money, we had to stack it up and get ready. And so we submitted that both together. I think the grand total was about 18-ish $100, give or take. So
we ain't giving them total. We just gonna break it down to them because we gotta break this down.
I mean, you can break it down, but these numbers can be completely different by the time they view this video. So that's why I just said give or take.
Give or take, right?
Have $2,000 saved up basically for these first 2 applications.
Right, all right. And so the breakdown of that $1,225 was $1,140 went to the petition fee. The application fee for the green card, and $85 went into the biometrics, and I will explain the biometrics later on in this video.
Now, when we submitted that in May, we actually did some more research because this girl is like the type of person that just cannot sit still and just let things happen.
No.
But she kept doing this research and actually discovered something online that said you can, if you submit the first and the second one that we just said at the same time, then you can submit the work visa for free. And if I remember correctly, it was like $400 or something like that.
I don't remember.
It was something like that.
But we were going to submit it free, so it didn't matter.
Right, because we only submitted the first 2 because it was like, hey, this is what we got right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and submit what we got. Right. But then we found out that we can actually, when you submitted A and B, you can submit C at the same time for no fee charge. So I called USCIS toll-free number, said, hey, this is what I'm seeing online. Is this true? Right. And she said, yeah, it's true because we recognize that people still have lives to live and they still have to work. So they'll actually approve your work visa before they approve the first two.
Right.
So that's why they do that intentionally.
So as a nugget for you guys who are applying for the green card application, we advise you to save up so that you won't have to milk the bank with that third application. And then, so with that being said, the USCIS received our work visa application June 28th of 2019. Also, I'm going to list each date one by one so you guys are not confused and like, what did she say here, what did she say here, so y'all can see an actual breakdown of it on your screen. So before the USCIS even received my work visa application, we got a notification that the first biometrics was scheduled. So the biometrics for the green card application was scheduled on June the 14th. Okay, June the 14th.
So mind you, this is like 2 weeks after we submitted the first two applications.
And then in July, we have more appointments to be scheduled. So just bear with us. July 3rd, biometrics appointment for the green. I actually have my biometrics appointment for the green card application. So keep in mind, if we got notified back in June, the actual appointment was July. Okay, and then July the 5th, 2019, biometrics was scheduled for the work visa. And then on the 24th of July, 2019.
I found this on the web.
Siri. Interrupting our video.
So July the 3rd, 2019, biometrics appointment was scheduled for the green card application. And then July the 24th, 2019, the biometrics appointment was I actually had the biometrics appointment for the
For the work visa.
For the work visa.
So you had two biometrics appointments.
Yes, I had two biometrics appointments. One for the work visa and one for the green card application.
Now, I don't know, because the thing is, we recommend this definitely. If you got the money to submit A and B, go ahead and submit the work visa too. So maybe your appointment would have all been the same day if we had submitted it all at once. Maybe, possibly.
Possibly.
For your case, you have to do it twice.
Right. Okay, so if any of y'all who might be new to the process or starting the process or just don't know what the biometrics involves, so basically you are scheduled biometrics where you do fingerprints, you take picture and all that good stuff. So they just verify it is you. So all it is. Some states, some places have a long line. We in Memphis, we not that much people applying retirement. I was applying, so when there was empty, the office was actually empty. So the process did not take long at all. I go on there at my specified time. They looked at my receipt to see that I paid for this biometrics and that it is me. And so all I did was wait maybe 10-15 minutes. And she called me back, took my fingerprints, took my pictures, and I was good to go. And that was for both appointments where I was in and out. Other places, I cannot say the same for you. But thankfully, Memphis wasn't that crowded.
So if you're here in the Mid-South area, Arkansas, West Tennessee, Northwest Mississippi, we got to make it over here.
Right. Okay, so now that we have done with those parts, we go into quite a roadblock. Okay, so we received a pink slip. Boom, boom, boom. So on September 5th, 2019, we received a pink slip in the mail requesting more information.
So when you get a pink slip, they're basically just, they saying, look, something missing or
missing.
Or there's an edit you need to shift. So y'all remember, I told y'all, I graduated in May of 2019.
Right.
And we submitted everything when? At the end of May of 2019. So but your boy's bank statement says, I ain't making no money.
Right.
So they was like, your sponsor doesn't make enough money to sponsor you, to support you if you can't get a job or whatever the case may be. So luckily, my mom, she
shout out to my mother-in-law, the goat. Do you hear me? The goat.
She came in the clutch.
Came in the clutch.
She makes
also her husband.
Second dad, Kenny Brooks.
Yes.
But she makes a significant amount of money. More than that. I just said significant.
Business.
I didn't say.
Okay.
I just said she makes a nice little amount of money to be able to co-sponsor, if you will. Basically,
Right.
if something happens with my finances, which it didn't,
Right.
but if it did, she could come in and help out.
Right.
So then we made the shift and was like, "Hey, Mom, would you mind helping out?"
Right.
She said, "Of course. Here's information. We just need you to fill out this little form." Boom. Sent it in. When did we send that in?
And we sent it
I
in.
think we took our time with that.
Yeah, we was procrastinating with this. We could have submitted this way before, but we took our time because the deadline for it wasn't until like December. Y'all know me.
I think it was most.
Y'all know I always on time with stuff. I hate being late with stuff. But anyways, I'm not gonna charge it to. I'm not gonna charge it to him.
Yeah, don't charge it to my head.
Y'all
not
know
my
why
heart.
I was late.
Charge it to my head, not my heart.
Anyways, so the USCIS received our pink slip more evidence form November 13, 2019. So they received that then. Okay. So after all that has been done, keep in mind we applied in May. We are now in November. First good news we received is November 20th, 2019. Your case is ready to be scheduled for interview. Listen to me. Y'all, I was really excited for that because I feel like we was getting closer and closer to the green card actual interview. Okay, so from there, then another good news I received was November 27, 2019. Your work visa card was being produced. I'm like, Lord, everything just coming together. Keep in mind, I was done with work.
Right, because you at November because you stopped work at the end of September.
So I was two months not working.
Right.
Like I could not work at all, y'all. You know what it is? But you can't work because you don't have no credentials. No, you don't have no.
You couldn't travel either, could you?
I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't move. Nothing could be done. I was stationary.
Yeah. So let me say it. So if you have like a time crunch like she did, if you got the money, you confront it, try to get it in quickly so that there's not like a lapse for her, because she's like goes crazy when she's in a house and
can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing, or whatever the case may be.
December 2nd, 2019, my work visa card was actually produced at the factory or wherever they produce it.
So at that time, she started applying for jobs because she was like, look.
Right, because I was like, my card could be here in a minute. I need to be working. Like, your girl needs some money. Do you hear me?
Right.
All right, so then December 3rd, 2019, my work visa they actually mailed it to me. And then on the 4th, it was actually delivered in my mailbox. So, y'all, I was watching my phone like clockwork.
Because she ain't working, so.
Like clockwork. So I was like, babe, they deliver it. Please check the mail. It there. Anyway, y'all. Then, okay. Now we getting good in the good part of this, okay? December 11th, 2019. My interview was scheduled. Do you all hear me? Scheduled.
So this is about a 6-month process, basically from when we started all the way to
June,
now.
July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months.
It was
June,
the end
July,
of May.
okay.
It was the end of May, the beginning.
June. You said June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months.
I think your count's off, but oh well. Anyway, so at this point, if she's happy, we're ready, and the tension in hers has gone down because she's a high-strung individual when things are not in her direct control.
Right.
I'm gonna call her control freak. She is.
I am.
But yeah. So this is like the tension is now like being eased. But
Right.
now we got to start looking for the fourth part, which is the physical.
Right.
Well, not the physical, the immigration physical.
Yes, the immigration physical form I-693. When I did my research on this, a lot of people suggested that you do this when the USCIS asks for it, because you don't want to do it too early. before your interview date, because they say the physical form has an expiration date on it. So if you do it too early and a year passes and you don't have your interview, you're gonna have to do that again. You just wasted money. So
when you do it,
do it when they request for it, unless they tell you different. Okay, so that's what we did. We waited until they told us. Okay, so January 2nd, 2020, being a new year, this year, I actually did the physical. Okay, and so with the physical, it's not free.
No,
it's not cheap.
No.
So you also need to be saving up money for that. Yep. So, baby, you want to tell them the prices for the physical?
So the price for the physical, and these are out-of-pocket fees when you do not have any insurance to cover this. For the actual physical at the office, by the way, want to make sure that you look up like immigration doctor or immigration physical.
Make sure they are doctors that the USCIS say can do these green card physicals.
Right. Don't
because
just go to
you
your
can't
PCP.
just go to anybody if they ain't registered as a immigration doctor for this process.
Don't just go to your PCP. Ladies, don't go to your OBGYN because if they ain't certified or approved, then it doesn't count for nothing.
It don't.
So, but again, the price for her immigration physical was $212. So plus, then she had to get her up-to-date shots because they have to make sure that she ain't got tuberculosis, that she ain't got chlamydia, that she ain't got what was the other one that you already had a shot for?
I can't remember.
Basically, yeah, you can go ahead and look it up. But essentially, as she's looking that up, she didn't have to take more than just her TB and chlamydia test because she's been here for a while. She's actually like gotten the flu shot. She's already gotten shots up to date, especially
syphilis.
That was one. Syphilis.
I'm gonorrhea.
And okay.
Syphilis ain't gonorrhea.
So yeah, they basically have to make sure she ain't got no STIs, tuberculosis, the flu, and did they take your immunization records?
Yes, they did take my immunization records.
So obviously, when she was a baby, she got records.
One thing I advise people doing this process is make sure you are up to date on immunizations because that would cut down your costs a lot. Like stay up to date with them prior to when you want to do that physical. Because trust me, I would have to pay a lot more if I didn't have half of these stuff done.
Right,
and I had a lot of these stuff done.
Right. So just for her TB and chlamydia shots, that was $175. So if it was more, so she had to get her flu shot. If she had to get her, actually, you did get the flu shot.
That's what I'm saying.
So we went to Costco.
Costco.
We went to Costco because they give out free flu shots.
No, they didn't give it free. It was cheapest.
Oh, it was the cheapest.
Yo, so we going to Walgreens. They was trying to charge us like what, $50?
Yeah, $50.
Almost $50, and I was like, just for a flu test. Who?
Yeah.
So, anyways, we started researching and calling around, and who would have thought Costco does flu shots?
Right.
Yo, I only paid $19.99.
Yeah.
$19.99 for flu shot.
And we ain't got no Costco membership, but we might get one now.
Yeah, we not no Costco. We just walk in there and was like, hey, we just want to do a flu shot, like help
go
girl out.
Yeah, go ahead.
So overall, the overall price.
So I don't know the overall price. We'll put it right here. So that was the full price of the total investment of the entire process. So if you can save up as much money for this investment.
Because the USCIS will milk you.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right. So now to the good part of this. The best part of this. To me.
Interview?
No, the dates before that.
Oh, okay.
Need not to. Okay, so we already gone over that. So I told y'all the physical was done January 2nd, but the physical results weren't complete until like a week later. So that was done January 8th. So, y'all, My green card interview was January 16th. I just told you my physical was completed January 8th. Y'all see how close that is?
Oh,
Y'all, I was so nervous. I was asking the doctor, will these results come in time? Because my interview is due on the 16th. And y'all, you cannot go to the interview without having your physical in hand.
That's true.
Sealed, not open. And the doctor have their signature on the envelope sealed. You cannot open that. They give you a copy of your physical, but whatever is in the envelope, you cannot open that at all. So my green card interview was January 16th, 2020. You have something to say?
I was saying, if you're a control freak like her, you gotta recognize. First of all, you recognize that time crunch obviously drove her crazy.
Yeah.
So if you are a control freak and you need that time, as soon as you get, what was it, the first approval?
For what?
The schedule. Because when was our interview scheduled? Our interview was scheduled on the 11th. So if you got things were produced, those prior notifications prior to December 11th, I recommend go ahead and see if you can schedule your immigration physical and see what you can go ahead and get scheduled, so you got time before your actual appointment. So so the spouse that is not international can have some less stress. Thank you.
And also, y'all, I do not remember the name of the form, but I'll probably put it in the description, or put it when we edit this. I'll put it down below here somewhere. Also, when you're submitting your forms, is an additional form that you could complete to say you want to be notified when the USCIS receives your application, and they will send you a notification. So that's what I did when we submitted our forms. We submitted that form with it so they can tell us when they received it, because me and stuff going missing ain't too good, ain't too hard.
Speaking of, go ahead and show them the folder.
Okay.
This folder that they didn't even use.
Y'all, so like I say, I like Cam said, I do my research and I prepared to the night before prepared.
They said to have basically a folder of everything that you need. So you got a copy of both of our passports. We got her immigration visa in here, which was
The
physical, which was submitted, as we told you, the week before. We got the receipt from the I-30, which was the first. I believe that was the first application. The 485, and the
everything is neatly
everything that we have done in the past. We got a copy of. So make sure you make a copy before you ship it off.
Yes, you need to make copies of every single thing you submit.
Right. Travel documents, passport stamps, marriage certificate, birth certificate. We got, let's see what else. Supporting evidence of relationships. We got bank statements because we have bank accounts together. Basically, they need everything that supports documents wise that says that your relationship, your marriage is real. And that, I think, was the most important part of this entire process. Is if you faking it, they gonna know. They gonna find a way to sniff it out when they interview you, and you gonna fill out all that money for nothing. Right.
So, just wasting money.
Right. So make sure that your documents are together. Get as much as you can together, because we got a car together, we got our house together, we got utilities together, we got credit cards together, got insurance togetder, and we also got pictures. We got pictures. So we got pictures from when we first got together, 2016, couple homecomings, when we got engaged, her graduation, my graduation. What is this? I think that's the marriage. That's the wedding. More wedding photos, stuff like that. Yeah. And I think if we had been a little shaky on our answers, they probably would have asked for this.
Right. We wasn't shaking. Y'all can see that video where we talk about the actual green card interview day.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So let's wrap up this video with the final parts of the process. Okay, so I told you all the green card interview was January 16th, January 17th. The first form, the petition form for Cam to say that I'm his wife, that was approved January 17th. January 24th, they produced my actual green card. It was actually, I'm gonna say it right. On January 24th, 2020, they started producing the green card. January 27, 2020 was when the green card application, not application, green card was actually approved, even though it was approved way before that. The notice came to us that it was approved on the 27th, the actual letter part, not the word of mouth part that the officer told me on our interview day. On January 28th, the card was mailed to me, so they shipped it to me. And then on January 30th, I had my actual green card in hand. And yes, it is green.
So total timeline, what was that? From submitting it May 31st.
So total timeline submitted, we submitted sometime in May.
Mm-hmm.
So the process was from May into January. So that was roughly, what, 9 months?
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Yep.
So it was a 9-month process for our green card application. Mm-hmm. Some people own shorter than that. Some people own much longer. But we was thankful that it was under a year.
Because some people, I think we saw one that was like 2+.
Yeah, one's waiting 2+ years, 5 years. A lot paid. People be waiting a long time. So y'all, listen to me. Be on your P's and Q's when you're doing this application. Be diligent about it. Do your research. Ask people. That's what I did. People who already been in my position, I asked them. Shout out to Tia. Shout out to Cara. Shout out to Tino. And then shout out to...
Like one piece of advice.
Roniqua. Shout out to you too.
So give them one piece of advice that you can give to them that are going through this process. I'll go first. My piece of advice is start early. Like if you know that, you're going to be married and stuff like that, start early, like doing your research and saving your money. So, cause we paid a nice chunk of change for this entire process, but if you can like start saving, like for example, as the citizen, the U.S. citizen in this process. Yeah. So for you guys and girls that are U.S. citizens, I would recommend like finding like your role in this process from like starting to like really stack up the money and put yourself in a position to make this process as easy as possible because it's already hard on them. So like something as simple as making sure there's enough ink to print out all this stuff can go like a long way because we had to print this out. I don't think we printed it right like the first time.
No.
Every time. So we had to reprint a couple of the documents. I know some of them you had to actually print out and actually sign it because it wouldn't let you like mark in there. So like put the whole put yourself in a position. That's what I'm looking for to make this process like as non-stressful as possible because it's already stressful, like just document wise, and I don't like documents and stuff like that at all. So that would be my piece of advice from the citizen's perspective.
Right. From my perspective, I would say be patient because this process can be strenuous and can basically cause you want to pull your hair out. But trust the process and trust that God would help you through this process because it's not easy, especially when you don't have the full funds like that and you got to take your time and submit when you can, when you have the money, but also have a good supporting team around you who going to help you and motivate you, and people who going to be like, hey, where can I pick up to help you out here? You need some good people around you. And like I said earlier, just do your research. Like, just do your research and ask around. Like, I'm always open to ask questions. So, because when I'm in that position, I want to do the same for other people, So I would segue into saying, if you have any questions for us that we might not have mentioned in this video, just put it down below. We here to answer any and anything that you might probably want to know about this process.
Right. Last thing, let me say this, and this is probably like the most important part. As long as your relationship is real, you have nothing to worry about when you get to the interview.
Right.
As long as you love your partner, you guys are putting the time, you walk into that interview, you be honest, you be transparent, you come in with your stuff together, you will be just fine.
Yes, do not stress about the interview because
Don't stress.
it
She's stressed.
literally-
She's stressed.
I stressed about it
And I was
prior
just
to, but
bruh.
when it actually happened, I was like, really? Yo, especially if you were a good officer, the interview was, you good. Once your eyes read, y'all know each other, you straight.
Right.
You don't got nothing to worry about.
Right. Now
Trust
for those of
God,
y'all
pretty, you good.
Now for those of y'all who faking it, well, I can't help you.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
You on your own.
But yeah. Now let me also say disclaimer: our officer separated us.
Yes.
Your officer might keep y'all together. But just keep it real, like we just said. Just keep it real, and you'll be fine.
Right.
Oh, and if you like this video and you like our energy, you just like our two faces.
You like how we vibe?
Check out our other videos that we got. We got pretty good content.
Right.
I think so. So check it out.
And until next time, guys.
Peace.